Okay, now it's not a particularly great estimate, the 12 and a half, the 2.5. It's not 2.5, yeah it is. Okay, it's a little more than 2.5, but we're just going to go with 2.5, right? Okay, so we're not going to get a really accurate picture of this parabola. Now, what's another point on the parabola? Well, I just happen to have hit this one, right? So we'd be foolish not to use it, because it's going to be nice whole numbers. So it's 412. Okay? Now, how do we get the equation of the parabola? Well, there are two forms of the equation of a quadratic function, and a parabola is the graph of a quadratic function. Okay? And the graphs that you see will either be straight lines or parabolas, because we're doing linear and quadratic functions. We're going to do them, by 2 weeks from now we'll be done and on to something else, okay? And your test will go into a little more depth on those things, okay? Maybe another topic or two, we'll see. Okay, what are the two forms? I wrote them down in class yesterday, everybody should have them, but you're busy preparing for the test and then celebrating because you got it over so you don't remember. Okay, so I'll let you look up what these things are called, and I'm not going to go that far. Because it's right there in the video, and you should have it in your notes, okay? One of these is a general form, one of them is a standard form, one of them is also called the vertex form. Okay, which form is going to be more convenient, given the information we have?
Second.
Why?
Because as a vertex as a variable.
Yeah, because when you transform the y equals x squared function by vertically stretching it by factor a, you then vertically shifted k units and horizontally shifted h units, right? If you understand that process, you understand exactly why the equation's in this form, okay? This tells you exactly what transformations to use. Incidentally, one thing on the test, people were pretty bad with vertical stretches, okay? Fairly good with horizontal and vertical shifts, but often got the horizontal shift in the wrong direction, okay? Vertical stretches were just missing from most of the tests. Some of you got them. Some of you did a good job on it, okay? So you want to review that. Okay, anyhow, that would be your A factor. So, the vertex would be at the point HK, and we just estimated that to be 5 halves, 29 halves, right? So now, here's your vertex, that's h and k, so you put that in and you see that here's the equation of that parabola, right? Make sense? Okay. Now there's only one thing that we're missing. What are we missing? Same thing that a lot of people missed when they did the test, is the vertical stretch, right? Is the A. We still don't have a number for A, do we? We have anything up here that'll help us figure out A? Well, we've got this point here, right? .412 is on the parabola, so when x equals 4, y equals 12, we can plug those numbers in here. They have to satisfy, right? So we have 12 equals a multiplied by 4 minus 5 halves squared plus 29 halves. we see any unknowns in there other than A? I'm just going to say you solve for A. We get A equals what? Well, I can at least attempt to do this in my head. Okay? 4 minus 5 halves is 3 halves. 3 halves squared is 9 fourths. Now, if I subtract 29 halves from 12, I get negative 3 halves. So that A should be 3 halves divided by 29 fourths, which is 4/29 of 3 halves. Now, I have no guarantee that that's correct, but I get 6/29. Now, you don't need me to do that. You can evaluate this and solve for A. That's a very simple equation. If you have trouble solving it, let me know. I'm not going to throw stones at you. I'm going to try to figure out how to help you get it, right? Make sense? Okay, so now we have our model. Okay? So our equation is this.